Oh my god. I'm shaking. Oh god, yes. Sega. I love you. I love you, Sega. Sega, I love you. The bomb was fake, dude. So that tells me they had every intention of at least ending it on like a positive note. So that way, if they ever came back and revisited the series to continue it, they had stuff to play with. Smart. You see, you never want to end a story like that, man. There are movies that end like that. They never get sequels, and it just feels terrible. Of course, it's like that's the special part of ending a story like that is it's up to the viewer to decide in their hearts how they feel, but ending the story with like a definitive cap on it, it's satisfying. It's so fucking satisfying that you as the viewer get to feel some kind of like closure. That's what it's all. That's what good storytelling is about. Closure. Beginning, middle, end, and the end is it feels definitive. Here's the thing. I gotta rat review this shit now. So I gotta pull up this text document of the stipulations. And I have like 3 stipulations for the rat reviews. So, here are the current 3 stipulations. Whenever I review a game, here are the things I think about: story, music, combat. Those are the 3 main things that make up a game for me. So with the story, we already know I'm a fucking junkie for this story now. And all I want to do is play Yakuza games for the rest of my life. I don't care about Quake, Quake Who, I don't care about Diabolical, I don't care about anything. Overwatch, who cares? It's Yakuza all day, every day. I'm obsessed. Okay, they nailed it. And coming from Yakuza 0, coming from Kiwami 1, this story just felt right. Story-wise, this game is a 10 out of 10. If you're playing anything for the story, you've got to play Yakuza for its story. And I know like some people might start at the later games, like the new one coming out. I don't know what it's called. Some new people might be coming into that one. I have a feeling shit don't change with Yakuza, man. With Sega, I can tell they love this shit just as much as we do, or as I do. Like I can tell the amount of love and passion they put into the story. There's no doubt none of that shit has stopped. Yakuza Judge model win. I don't know, man. I'd rather just believe Majima is my spirit animal. Goro Majima is me. I don't need a character. I mean, I would love to voice for the game. I would love to do voice acting for the game. I would love to be in the game at any capacity because I love Sega. I'll do anything for Sega. Sega ever comes to me and says, "We want you to do something," I will not even have to think twice about it. Sega are masters at this shit. But that's story. 10 out of 10 story. Loved it. Music was honestly not as good as Yakuza 0. Way better than Kiwami 1. There were some amazing tracks in this game. I'd give the music an 8 out of 10. Kiwami 2 or Kiwami 1 probably gets more of a 7, 7.5. This game gets the 8 out of 10 for the music. It had some banger tracks, and the final track when you're fighting Ryuji Goda just felt so right. It wasn't too hardcore. It was very like, it just felt so right, dude. And then the combat. The combat was such a huge upgrade from Yakuza Kiwami 1 and Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 and Kiwami 1 share kind of the same philosophy with the combat and the mechanics. They're all kind of the same. So when you pick up Kiwami 2, they change a lot of that shit, dude. They slow the combat down dramatically. But it feels so good because you can be more focused on the moment-to-moment stuff and try to parry. Like I want to go back and play Yakuza 0 and see like, could I have parried in those games? I never tried because it was so fast. I never had opportunities to do so. So I'm excited to go back and 100% all these other games so that way I can see what that's about. But yes, combat in this game, Like, I thought Yakuza 0 and Kiwami 1's combat was like a 9 out of 10. But I've changed my mind after playing this game. This game gets the 9 out of 10. And the previous games, I would put them at about a 7. Because they're great combat, and I love them. You have stance changes and all this stuff. It puts a lot of variety on the table. But the speed of it makes the combat feel very sloppy in some cases. There's just a lot of stuff going on that you have to pay attention to. And I don't know, maybe I'll go back and I'll have a different feeling about it. But right now, Kiwami 2 is peak combat for me. Of course, there's like 6, 7, 10 plus games out there I need to play to really figure it all out. But Kiwami, so I'll instead of 9 out of 10, I'll give it kind of an 8 out of 10. So that way the 7 out of 10 for the other two makes more sense. They're just behind it. Like, it's good combat. But this one definitely takes the cake for me. So, like, in total, what is this game to me? I'd give this game an overall score of 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, Kiwami 2. And I think I gave Kiwami 1 a 7 out of 10. So, I mean, we're taking a huge leap here into quality. And the only reason I gave Kiwami 1 a 7 out of 10 was because the boss fights at the end were so bad. Like, the boss fights right here, I had 3 bosses. I fought Ryuji Goda once, then I fought Terada, who was actually a Korean mafia guy, and then I fought Ryuji Goda again. 3 bosses, and they all felt good. I feel like I didn't need to bring all the equipment that I had brought. I brought knives, I brought guns, I brought grenades. I thought I was going to have to throw the whole fucking kitchen sink at these guys. But they were reasonably balanced to where even if I brought shit, I tore them down like fucking wallpaper. And that's why when I fought Ryuji Goda for the final time, I was like, I'm not going to ruin this fight by cheesing it. I'm going to fight him hand to hand. And it just felt so much better to do that too. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for this game. Easy 9 out of 10. This is quality. This is how you know they're getting into the swing of things. And I'm excited to play Yakuza 3. Really excited.